Right, so following on from the 5 stages of awareness, kind of a part 2 really, understanding the 4 types of customers and who to avoid and who to go for, so we optimize the time you spend selling. Okay, so why do we need to do this? Well, as we said, not every customer is the same. People will come to you with these different levels of awareness of the market, of you and your product, but also the type of person. And this is where we get personal. This is where good salespeople make more sales. And this applies to real life as well as support calls, online chat, online, wherever it might be. This is good stuff to know. All right, so the 4 types of customers, and in particular, the 2 to avoid and the 2 to chase. So let's get into the 4 types of customer. So this is the matrix I'm going to refer to. If you downloaded my book, then you'll probably have read this. If you haven't, well, by all means do download the book and read about it. Because these are the 4 types. We have the waster, we have the dealer, we have the scholar, and we have the tycoon. And it's in a matrix 2x2, and we have a left hand side and we have a right hand side. The left hand side, as you probably would guess from the waster, are the customers we want to avoid. On the right hand side are the scholars and tycoons. These are the customers that you use to maximize your income. Okay, so let's start with the waster. Hands up if you've ever had somebody waste your time, if they're in a bad mood. You know the sort of people. You say to them, well, how are you? How's your day? Oh, well. And they oh God, and they drag them down, they drag you down, they want to drag everybody down. They're always having a bad day. They've always got problems. Their life is driven by problems. Whatever they do, they're going to be saying, well, what about this, and how about that, and convince me about this, and do that, and do that. Yeah, these people are a drag on your time, on your effort, and most importantly, on your mindset. You want to avoid wasters. Rarely, if ever, are they worth spending any time on at all. Because when they become your customer, if you do convert it, what is a waster going to do? They're going to moan. They're going to tell other people, oh God, I signed up, it wasn't worth this, it wasn't worth that. They're actually going to be a bad customer to have. You don't want wasters as customers. Even if they're giving you some money, they're not going to give you a lot of money, and the negative press they're going to spread is not worth it. So maybe if you've got a very, very high ticket price, possibly, but I swear to God, I would recommend that you do not spend time trying to convert wasters. You probably want to say no to wasters. You probably don't want them as a customer. They really don't want to. Learn to spot the waster and politely, because we don't want to be rude with anybody, politely suggest that they look elsewhere for the products or services that you have to offer. Because politely enough, you'd rather your competitor had them than you. That's the waster. Okay, the dealer. The dealer knows best. The dealer does not value your service or your offer. The dealer wants a deal. They want a coupon code. They want a discount code. They will say to you, well, I can get it on Fiverr.com for tuppence halfpenny. I can get it my mate or my brother or the guy down the pub did this. Or and then they'll come back 6 months later when their brother didn't do a good job and they want it done properly. And they'll ask for another deal and so on. These are the guys who want mates rates. They want special deals all the time. You can take them on board, but sooner or later they are going to resent it when they turn around to you and say, oh, but so-and-so company XYZ is now half your price. Will you give me a deal? They're always looking for a cheaper deal. Think twice before spending too much time converting dealers, because they don't value your service. They're always going to be basing their emotional mindset on how much money they have to give you, and they will never be happy, because as soon as you come out with a Black Friday deal, they'll be saying, well, why didn't you give it to me, or a Christmas deal, or anniversary deal, or a special offer. They didn't get it, they should have it, why didn't you? They're always looking for that cheap deal. They are the dealers. They can be worth having, but in the back of their mind, they will always be thinking they're paying too much. So they are not going to be very easy to grow up your sales value ladder. Be careful, because sooner or later they will resent what they have paid you. Okay, so not as bad as wasters, but dealers, left hand side of the matrix, this matrix, left hand side, not the customer you want. You don't want to be chasing these customers. They land on your lap. Be careful. Okay, scholars. Now we're on the right hand side of the matrix. Now is where your effort and attention must lie. The scholar is the most common type of customer. They've done a bit of, going back to the 5 levels of awareness. You know, they're aware they've got a problem. They're aware that solutions are out there. They're checking the market out. It's when people buy a car, second-hand car. You know, they go on the websites, they check around, they've done their research before they then go to the dealership and start asking questions. So these people are looking for a solution. They're looking for you to convince them. This is a typical customer, a good customer. You can work with them, you can have a conversation with them, you can give them answers to all of their questions, you can lead them to the point where they can be converted. Online, the sales value letter, or the SVL as we call it, the sales value letter, or the sales letter page. Very similar tactic. You know, they've arrived here, they just need convincing. They need some arguments to turn them into customers, and this is what you can provide. The biggest danger with scholars is that they say the horrible words, I'll think about it, or I want to discuss it with my missus, or my husband, or my business colleague, which means you haven't got the decision maker. When you start talking to somebody, if you've targeted the wrong customer, going right back to focusing, if you're targeting the wrong customer, if they're not the decision maker, you targeted incorrectly and they will waste your time. If you've got businesses landing on your landing page and they're not the decision maker, you targeted the wrong person. You need to go up a level. You need to get the decision maker on board. Every salesperson in the world will say very, very soon in the conversation, do you have the power to make a decision with me? And if not, they will not carry on the conversation, but their next question will be, who is that person? Can we arrange a meeting? Because they are the gatekeeper and they will not buy from you. The decision maker may be personal, husband, wife, whatever. It might be business colleague, it might be director, it might be whoever. You need to make sure that the scholar is also the decision maker. And if not, you're either targeting the wrong person or you've funneled through the wrong person. Either way, you need to reconsider the traffic you're getting and turn the traffic into the decision making scholar, not the gatekeeper who's then going to just go away and ask that. Because you could spend hours talking to people, answering their questions, and at the end of it they'll say, yeah, but maybe not this month. Ugh. 2 hours ago, if you'd have asked the question, can you make a decision today? Are you the decision maker? You haven't got to be as blunt as that, but you need to establish, are you the person who can make a decision? If I answer all your questions, can you make a decision today? Are you in a position to purchase today? So, work with the scholar, work with them, but quantify them as soon as you can that they are the right person and they're not a waster or a dealer. Okay, remove their fears. Finally, 4th type, the tycoon. We love tycoons. Tycoons are normally affluent. They normally have money. They don't want to haggle. They want service. They want quality. They want gold-plated delivery. These people want to hear your promise and they want to see you deliver. In fact, if you offered this person a discount code, they'll probably walk away. That's not what they want. They don't want to do. In fact, they want exclusivity. They want the higher price item. They want the Apple iPod, not the cheap MP3 player. These people want to be part of that club. Yeah? So if you're looking to get people into your inner circle, these are not the people you offer discount codes or voucher codes to. This is not the person you say, I'm selling 10. Yeah, I'm selling 100, I'm selling 1,000. If you're selling this personalized service to you, that's what they want. And then you over deliver, because these people are going to want more all the time. They're going to want more. So that's not a problem because they'll pay for it. So if you'll keep them happy and you deliver and you over deliver, they will come back for more and they will spend money and they will tell other tycoons. This is why we love them, because tycoons tell other tycoons. I went with Simon. His service was awesome. I tried others. I tried Simon's T4S site. It was brilliant. Try it. And the next tycoon will say, here's your money. And until you disappoint me, I will keep giving you money. So if you've got tycoons, keep them. Check in with them. Be in touch with them daily, weekly, however often is right for them. Be in touch with them. How are you doing? What's up? What problems have you got that I can help solve? Because they will give you more money to solve more problems. If you're doing job 1 and you do it well, they'll do job 2, job 3, job 4. They will keep spending with you so long as you keep delivering quality. So don't mess around with tycoons. Treat them for what they are. Affluent people who want good service and who will pay for it and tell other people. Okay, so negotiating with them. What you've got to do is, in my personal opinion, avoid wasters. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. Full stop. Dealers can be converted, but be very, very careful, because sooner or later they're going to come back for you and say, oh, I want a second year, but I can't afford it. Can I have a second year half price or whatever? When you say no, what they're going to do? Go on social media and tell everybody that you're a tightwad who wouldn't give them an extension for a loyal customer and blah, blah, blah. They'll spin it around. So dealers, default answer, avoid. If you're going to work with them, be careful. The right hand side of the matrix, the scholars, awesome, work with them, give them reasons, but quantify them, make sure they are the decision maker, make sure they can make a decision and they can make a decision in the time scale that suits you. And if they are and you answer their questions, they will be happy. And if you give good service, they will continue to do so because they want to work with you once they've made that decision. And finally, the tycoons, love them. But don't make the mistake of taking their money and walking away. Treat them like royalty. Reward them with high quality. Don't cheapen the deal, and they will tell others and bring them to you. Okay, so they're the 4 types of customer. In the next video, we're going to wrap this up into hunting your different types of customer and converting this into a plan. Spreadsheet time, if you want to do it. Spreadsheet time about setting some real targets for different types of customers to convert and make an annual income based upon a figure that you want to take home every month and every year. That's the next one. Very proactive one. I love the next one. It's probably one of my favourites, one of the course. So see you there.